Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's kind of been a minute since I've done a sit-down video, and I have some new followers, which is like crazy. I'm so glad that you subscribed. This is more for the ladies, I'm gonna be honest, so if you're a guy, I'll give you a second to just leave. Okay, you're probably gone. So I just got done, or I'm kind of like on my way out of having a pretty long period because in my last videos, like I was saying, I had to go to the doctor and they did a scan on my uterus and I had a thick lining, and it's because I didn't have a period for like 3 months, which is a long time. So then I had to be put on Provera, which then induces my period for me. So technically, I'm not even really having a period, I'm just like bleeding my lining. So yeah, I just wanted to share some tips with you guys that have been so helpful during this time, because this has happened to me numerous times in the past, and even like when I do have a period, like a natural period, I have bled heavily and I've bled for like weeks on end. So this video is about like 5 or 6 tips to help you just get through it with your sanity. Okay, so tip number 1 that has saved my life, I swear, is having period underwear instead of using tampons or pads. And unfortunately, I am not a menstrual cup person. I don't jive with them. So the period underwear that I have is called Thinx. I'm sure you've seen the brand around, and they have several different styles of underwear, and I like the kind that has like very thick linings, and it's so comfortable. I have like a high-waisted pair because my torso is pretty long actually. So like they don't roll down when you sit down, and I can literally wear them like the whole day and you don't feel like you're sitting in a puddle. I'm sorry for that like weird visual, but I feel like you get it. So it makes you feel like comfy, and there's no like rashes going on, nothing's like chafing down there. I highly suggest at least checking it out, maybe buy a pair and see what you think, but it has saved me. It has saved me so many times from like leaking, from having to change my pads constantly. That's like probably my number 1 tip. Number 2 is rest. I know this can be kind of hard because not all of us are at home, but if you can, even when you get home from work, just try to chill out, like watch a movie, maybe just spend time with your significant other and just try to wind down, because I think just going when you have a heavy period can just feel like so much. I mean, you're already going through a lot. You're like bleeding a ton. When I have periods that are induced, or in general, like I have clots and it feels terrible. So just try to rest as best you can. Number 3 is stay hydrated and stay nourished. So drink a lot of water if you can. I know it's annoying to have to drink a lot of liquids constantly, but it's your period. You're gonna get dehydrated, I'm assuming. I, for one, love like red raspberry leaf tea, I believe. I'll insert a little clip here of the one that I bought recently, and it tastes really nice. It just tastes like an herbal tea. I don't put anything in it, no like sweeteners or anything, and you can drink like up to 4 cups a day, and it's supposed to help with your menstrual cramps, and on top of that, it's just good even for you in pregnancy. So I drink that, I drink water, and I'm actually like not drinking caffeine. I am slowly cutting that out of my life, and I know I've like definitely mentioned this in other videos that I've tried to cut out caffeine, but I feel so convicted of stopping it, especially since I'm trying to balance my hormones, and eventually we want to get pregnant. So I'm trying to cut caffeine altogether, and you can YouTube plenty of videos or do your own research why caffeine isn't the best when you have imbalanced hormones. I feel like I went on a tangent. Oh, good thing I took notes. Stay hydrated and stay nourished, because I know it can feel weird, like your appetite can be off sometimes. Like this whole cycle that I've been on, I've felt very like weird about food, but try to eat good foods and eat foods that have like iron in them, because you know, heavy periods make you feel like crap and you might be anemic already, I don't know. So I've been trying to eat foods like quinoa, a lot of spinach, tofu, beans, stay nourished. Just stay hydrated and stay nourished. 5, this is like a little bit more tailored to everyone individually, but supplements can be so helpful. I've been taking NAC, I forget the whole like actual term for it. It's a pretty long word. It's a really great supplement for PCOS, and there have been studies shown that it can help improve PCOS symptoms. So I would check that out. I'm not a doctor, I'm not anyone who has any medical knowledge, so just like do your research. But NAC has really helped me. On top of that, I've been taking Ovasitol for like 3 months now, and I do think that is helping overall, maybe to regulate my cycles. I can't really say for sure because I've not had a regular cycle yet, but I'm hoping maybe in 6 months I'll be able to update you guys on how Ovasitol is helping me. Point number 6 is acceptance of the situation and getting over it like mentally. It can be hard to just feel so heavy when you're on your period, like literally physically and mentally. It's a very like taxing thing to go through, and sometimes it just feels like it's never gonna end. Like there's been times where I'm like, my period is literally gonna last forever and I'm not gonna make it, but that's not a good headspace to be in. You have to try so hard to be positive, and that's where it's like journal, pray a lot, talk to your spouse, that's what they're there for, talk to your mom. I mean, your mom like probably really knows. And find that comfort in knowing that it's not going to last forever, and you can fix these issues and we can get over our hormone imbalances. So just try not to stress about the fact that you're having heavy flows. It's not the end of the world. You're going to get through it for sure, because I have gotten through all of them. This is the last point, point number 6, and it's kind of in conjunction with my other points, is to try to stay cozy. I know it sounds ridiculous, but like eat warm foods, like soups and very like nourishing bowls, like quinoa bowls or maybe burrito bowls. I don't know if it's like a cozy food, but definitely like pour that energy into feeling warm and cozy, because on your period, like it's the farthest thing from reality, but I feel like it's so important to bring warmth to like those areas, like your abdomen and things like that. And on top of that, drinking like really nourishing warm drinks is awesome. Like I've said, teas, if you can make some healthier versions of hot chocolates. I think just being in that headspace of like, it's gonna be okay, just wanna be cozy, maybe stay away from like colder things. Or I think I've heard that before. Don't take my word for it. Do your research. That's kind of it for this video. I just really quickly wanted to hop on here and just share my tips, because I know I'm not the only person going through this, and it can be so isolating to feel like periods are this huge like stumbling block, and they also feel like a weird taboo amongst a lot of people. But you know what? We're all ladies here, and I feel like we should just embrace our femininity. And you know, having a period, like a regular period, is a huge gift. Don't take it for granted. We can do this. We can embrace our periods, and hopefully they'll get better and better. I hope this video helps someone. And thank you for watching and making it to the end, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!